Hello and welcome to the RVK Newscast. My name is Valur Grettisson. I'm the editor-in-chief at the Reykjavík Grapevine. With me is Pollý. She is my chief of morale officers and a darn good one as such. Before we start, I want just to encourage you to join our weekly newsletter and get the next quiz sent in email. And you could actually win our new Grapevine's box of Icelandic flowers. Love that. Our next quiz, which will be sent on this Friday, is this, and I love this. This is Helgi again. He always has the best questions. Icelandic Vikings traveled far and wide according to the sagas, but which one of these Icelandic words is not an old Viking name of these modern cities? So, the first one, is it Hólmgarður or Novgorod in Russia? Is it Kænugarður, which is in Kyiv in Ukraine? Is it Mikligarður, which is Istanbul, the city of Istanbul? Or is it Tangarður, which is in Moscow in Russia? So, which one is it? It's fairly simple for an Icelander. I think it's going to be simple for you also. And also remember, if you want to participate, it's fine to comment below the answer, of course. But if you want to win something, you have to join us in our newsletter and answer it there. And there you could have the chance to win this brilliant Grapevine's box of Icelandic flowers. So, let's not delay this anymore. We're going into the news. A lot of interesting stuff happening. So. The first news is, and I mentioned this in my last newscast, I think, when I was talking about the parliament. This is about the People's Party. This was the story that was developing at the time. The vice chairman of the party, the People's Party, he actually posted a Facebook post where he was saying that like 2 or 3 men on the People's Party's list in the north of Iceland, in Akureyri, was violent in some extent towards their co-members on the list, 3 women to be exact, and this, was a mess from the beginning. Not only that, this has been developing and becoming a huge political mess in so many ways. First of all, these 3 women, they actually, let's just start at the beginning, perhaps. These 3 men, one of them is called the Godfather of this list. Not sure if he realized how bad that is, but it might be connected to that he's a very old man, and he has obviously a big pride, if you will. And there are 2 other men on this list. One of them is actually the town council member for the People's Party in Akureyri, and they won this very impressive victory in the last municipal elections, where they got 1 person in. And keep in mind, in these municipal, there are not that many seats, so this was quite the win for the party, actually. But it seems that these 3 women that are also on the list, they are like from the 3rd seat and up. They said that they could not work with these men because they were humiliating them, and there was also accusation of sexual harassment and so on. And they said that this was violent, threatening, and just in general, this is quite bad. So the chairman of the party, Inga Sæland, a blind woman, legally blind woman, she can also sing like an angel, just to add to that. She took a stand with the women from the beginning. She said violence will never be tolerated, simple as that. Now, the man on the list, they said this is utter nonsense. Not only that, they were so mad about the accusation of sexual harassment that they said they are going to talk to the police and ask them to investigate the case to basically get their name cleared from this. Now, the women, they haven't even talked about if they should actually press charges in general. So this is perhaps a step too far for now. But the thing is that these men, they were so mad about this that they were basically, like they said, we want to they want an apology, basically. That's what they want. Not only from the women, but also the leaders of the People's Party in Iceland. This is like quite the mess. And it didn't really look very good. They were in the media saying that they were lying, they were exaggerating. Nobody talked about sexual harassment and so on. And this was very loud and this has been very frustrating. Not frustrating, this has been like occupying all of the discussion in Iceland right now. But the interesting thing is that the women actually held a press conference. And the press conference, which they held earlier this week, they said that these men definitely threatened them, sent them a lot of emails that were not okay. They said there were over 250 these emails. And not only that, they said that, this case was that they definitely, there was a sexual harassment, and they were saying that this Godfather was responsible for that. And how did that appear? It was said that the man had said to the women, one of the women, that he would never put his hand on a woman like in a violent way unless it was in the bedroom. And she said that he was always inviting her to come over and so on. And she in the end, she was very threatened by this behavior. It was actually incredible in so many ways that it's really sad to see this. And now this Godfather, he wrote an article, he published this today, and in this article I think it's the general consensus about this is that this article was absolutely insane. It was, if anybody was in doubt that this was that there was harassment going on here, they can be I think they were they are convinced now that there is something into this, and these women are possibly telling very much the truth here, because in this article he was claiming that they were betrayal women, betrayal broad would be the English translation, and it was just absolutely horrific to see this. So this is still in development. The People's Party is up in the air. It's like a populist party in Iceland, and it's incredible to see it and experience it. And I have to say, it's of all political messes I've seen, this is by far the ugliest one that I've seen for the longest time. But I want to show you this here. Started raining, of course. This is where the lava show was, and the lava show was actually on fire. You can see what they're doing here. They're taking the roof down, and the police banner is here because there was a fire here last night. This place actually is brilliant. They have been doing this for 4 years in Vík í Mýrdal, which is in the. Let's go here. They've been doing this in Vík í Mýrdal for 4 years, and what they do actually, they melt stones and whatnot by 1100 degrees in a specific furnace, if you will, and they basically reproduce lava, running lava, and it's incredible to see this. And this is a show for tourism, just to see and experience the truth nature of these places. But they were actually opening up here, and they hoped to do this today or in this week. But what happened is that they were testing this last night, this furnace, when fire got out and it actually went into the ceiling and resulted that there was a fire there. But thankfully, although there was lava going on, it didn't go anywhere. It was very controlled in some ways, but it seems that there were some mistakes that happened, and this would be the result. There were around 25 to 30 firefighters actually fighting this fire for 4 hours. And this was a tricky one because you can't really put water. It's like when you have a frying pan and you put water on it, it can come explosive fire out of it. This was kind of the same situation there. But thankfully, this went much better than I expected. And not only that, the damage is not considerable. It's actually not that much, to be honest. So let's hope that this will open up sooner than later, because I love this concept, and it's a really nice thing to do. and it feels like, and even the firefighter said, it seems like this was some kind of a bad luck. Pollý, koti? Já. No. Já, býtu. And finally, electric planes, airplanes. This is the future in Iceland, it seems. Iceland Air, which is our biggest air company, air flight company. Wow, completely stolen from me. Are you going to take the hop, Pollý? So, Iceland Air announced on Friday that they are going to develop in association with Heart Aerospace, a Swedish company, an electric aeroplane. This is incredible because this is, of course, the last milestone when it comes to just being green in energy and so on. And this aeroplane is expected to have 30 seats and might be ready in 2028. The airplane will be 22.7 meters long, and it will have like broader wings. And because it's electricity, they can't really fly between countries. They have to use it in domestic flights. So they are trying to develop it so they can do it actually here. So the aeroplane will have a twin engine running both on electricity as well as like the fossil fuel. Not sure, like airplane fuel. And the airplane was initially only thought of for the Nordic market, but after it was announced that they were developing airplane, requests from all over the world have been received to the company, and they're gonna go now into more development within Canada and other countries. And this is very exciting times actually. And I mean, it feels like it's like very much in its first legs because they say the plane is pretty limited. It can only fly 200 kilometers with 30 passengers with the electricity charge, but they can fly up to 400 kilometers with gasoline and up to 800 kilometers if there are only 25 in the plane and so on. This is like a lot of work, of course, to make an electric plane. But it feels like it might be something. And what I love about this actually is that it's like the engine will obviously be quieter. And like if you've seen any of my newscasts, and especially if you're here, we're actually it's bad luck because it's not a good weather. The planes always go over here also, and then they land here in downtown Reykjavík because our airport is still there after the British occupation in 1941, I think. Bjartman will kill me now. Like, no, it's 42. But anyways, this is also, I want to show this place because this is quite urban. I mean, this is downtown Reykjavík, the most dense populated place, I guess, in the country. But me and Pollý, we always go here, and this is actually the parking lot we always go to throw. Got it? So, this is it for the newscast today. The weather is warm, but it's raining, as you can see. Please sign up for our newsletter if you want to participate in the quiz. And if you like this kind of stuff, then of course like and subscribe. And if you want to see our extra stuff like the way back, we always do a little bit about the area now. You can become a member in our membership, and we would really appreciate it if you would go there. But until next time, thank you and see you then. Goodie.